stop scrolling, my dear souls. Something inside you paused for a reason. Your spirit leaned forward before your mind could explain why. This moment is not random. This message did not find you by accident. Chosen one, heaven has been watching you quietly, patiently, lovingly, and now God is speaking to you directly because this is the time of fulfillment. This is the moment you have been prepared for. This is the hour your soul has been sensing but could not fully name. Chosen one, listen carefully. There have been many seasons in your life where nothing made sense. You prayed and waited. You believed and trusted. You did the inner work while others slept. You kept going when there were no signs, no applause, no confirmation. You were misunderstood. You were delayed. You were tested. And many times, you were exhausted in ways no one saw. But God saw everything. Every tear. Every silent prayer. Every night you whispered, "When?" And now God says, focus now. Chosen one, the reason distractions have been increasing lately is because your breakthrough is close. The reason your mind has felt pulled in many directions is because something important is about to manifest. The reason old emotions tried to resurface is because the enemy wanted to slow you down at the edge of fulfillment. But God is stepping in now, gently but firmly, saying, "My child, fix your eyes. This is not the time to look back. This is not the time to doubt. This is not the time to scatter your energy." Chosen one, this is the season where alignment matters more than effort. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to chase anyone. You don't need to prove yourself anymore. What is meant for you is already moving toward you. God is arranging conversations you don't see yet. God is shifting timelines behind the scenes. God is softening hearts, opening doors, and closing paths that would distract you from your assignment. There was a time when you were hidden. That season is ending. There was a time when you were being built in silence. That season has done its work. Now fulfillment begins, not loudly, not all at once, but surely, steadily, intentionally. Chosen one, you may not feel fully ready, but readiness is not the requirement. Obedience is. Focus is. Trust is. God never waits for perfection. God moves when the heart is aligned. You didn't come this far to stop now. You didn't survive what you survived to settle. You didn't endure isolation, confusion, and spiritual pressure just to remain in the same place. Everything you went through is shaping you for this moment. Even the pain had purpose. Even the delays were protection. Even the doors that closed saved you from walking into seasons that would have drained you. Chosen one, God says the seeds you planted in faith are beginning to rise. Not all at once, but enough for you to know it's real. Enough for you to understand this is not imagination. This is fulfillment beginning to unfold. This is why God is asking you to focus now. Not on fear. Not on people. Not on old wounds. Focus on what God placed in your heart before the world tried to talk you out of it. Focus on the vision that still stirs you late at night. Focus on the assignment that keeps returning no matter how many times you try to ignore it. Chosen one, distractions will try to look urgent right now. Some people will suddenly need your attention. Some situations will try to pull you back into old emotional cycles. Some voices will try to rush you or confuse you. But God says, do not engage. Do not explain. Do not delay. This is not selfishness. This is stewardship of what God entrusted to you. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. There was a season when you felt forgotten. God never forgot you. There was a season when you felt overlooked. God was protecting you. There was a season when you felt abandoned. God was strengthening you. Everything you thought was working against you was actually working for you. Chosen one, fulfillment does not always arrive wrapped in fireworks. Sometimes it comes quietly, like peace replacing anxiety. Like clarity replacing confusion. Like confidence replacing fear. That is how you know it is God. What comes from God brings peace, even when it stretches you. God is saying now is the time to trust your discernment. You see things clearly now. You feel energy shifts now. You sense truth faster now. That growth did not happen by accident. It happened because you stayed connected through the storms. Chosen one, the reason you felt tired lately is because you were carrying old weights that no longer belong to you. God is lifting them now. Release the need to control outcomes. Release the need for validation. Release the pressure to rush. Focus instead on alignment. Focus on daily obedience. Focus on staying present. Your fulfillment is not dependent on someone else changing. It is not dependent on an apology. It is not dependent on perfect conditions. God is fulfilling His promise because He said He would, not because circumstances are ideal. There are blessings coming that will answer prayers you stopped speaking out loud because you didn't want to be disappointed again. God heard them anyway. God stored them anyway. God honored your patience even when you felt weak. Chosen one, this season requires a calm mind and a focused heart. Anxiety cannot lead you where God is taking you. Doubt cannot guide you into fulfillment. You must quiet the noise and listen for God's direction, which often comes as a gentle nudge, not a shout. Pay attention to what brings peace. Pay attention to what drains you. Pay attention to what keeps returning to your spirit. These are signs. God is speaking through them. The doors opening now will not look like the doors you imagined before. They will look better. They will feel lighter. They will not require you to shrink or beg or compromise your values. You will recognize them by how natural they feel, even if they stretch you. Chosen one, God says you are stepping into a season where things begin to make sense in hindsight. You will look back and say, now I understand why that didn't work. Now I see why I had to wait. Now I know why I had to let go. Do not rush the unfolding. Fulfillment is not a race. It is a process that honors timing. God's timing is not delayed. It is precise. You are not meant to carry everyone with you into this next season. Some people were only meant for the preparation, not the fulfillment. Bless them. Release them. Keep moving. Chosen one, God is proud of you. Not because you did everything right, but because you didn't quit. Because you kept your heart soft in a hard world. Because you kept believing even when belief felt heavy. This is the time to show up consistently, not perfectly. To trust quietly, not loudly. To move forward steadily, not impulsively. Focus now, because what you focus on will grow. God is not teasing you with this message. God is confirming what your spirit already knows. Something is shifting. Something is aligning. Something is about to manifest. Stay grounded. Stay grateful. Stay focused. Chosen one, fulfillment is not coming someday. It is beginning now. Chosen one, this season asks you to guard your peace fiercely. Not everything deserves your reaction. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Peace is not passive. It is power. And you need that power for what is unfolding. There are blessings forming right now that you cannot yet see, but you can feel them. A sense of calm anticipation. A quiet knowing. A gentle excitement without anxiety. That is how God signals alignment. Do not rush to announce what God is doing. Some things grow best in silence. Let fulfillment mature before you expose it to opinions, jealousy, or misunderstanding. God will reveal it at the right time. Chosen one, remember how many times you thought it was over, and God revived you. Remember how many times you felt empty, and God refilled you. This is not the end of your strength. This is the beginning of your harvest. What is coming will require courage, not fear. Responsibility, not hesitation. Faith, not overthinking. God trusts you with this next level because you have proven faithful in the unseen places. Chosen one, you are not chasing fulfillment. Fulfillment is meeting you where obedience and focus align. Stay present. Stay prayerful. Stay humble. Gratitude will keep your heart open to receive more. The confusion you once lived in is lifting. The fog is clearing. The direction is becoming obvious. When clarity arrives, move. Do not second-guess what God makes clear. Chosen one, this is the time where you stop waiting for permission. God already gave it. You stop asking if you're worthy. God already answered that. You stop replaying the past. It has nothing new to teach you. You are stepping into a season where effort meets favor, where consistency meets grace, where preparation meets opportunity. And when it happens, you will know it was God, because it will feel aligned, not forced. Stay focused, chosen one. Fulfillment is not ahead of you anymore. It is unfolding beneath your feet, step by step, breath by breath, moment by moment. And God says again, gently and firmly, this is the time, chosen one. Let these final words settle deep into your heart, not as noise, not as motivation alone, but as truth spoken over your life. God is not distant right now. God is near. God is attentive. God is intentional. This is the moment where faith becomes action. Not rushed action. Not fearful action. But steady, grounded movement forward. You don't need to leap blindly. You only need to take the next right step God places in front of you. Fulfillment does not arrive by sprinting. It arrives by obedience repeated daily. Chosen one, stop waiting for everything to feel perfect. It never will. Peace does not come from perfect circumstances. It comes from alignment. And you are aligned now more than you realize. That inner calm you feel, even while things are uncertain, is confirmation. God says do not let past disappointments speak louder than present direction. Those chapters are closed. They taught you what you needed to know. They do not get to define what happens next. You are not the same person who went through those struggles. You are wiser now. Stronger now. Clearer now. Chosen one, you will notice your confidence rising quietly. Not arrogance. Not ego. But a deep knowing of who you are and whose you are. That confidence is necessary. Fulfillment requires you to stand firm when doubts try to return. There will be moments when fear whispers, what if it fails? And God whispers louder, what if it works? Trust the whisper of God over the noise of fear. Fear speaks fast and loud. God speaks calm and clear. You are not meant to rush into the future anxiously. You are meant to walk into it intentionally. Keep your heart clean. Keep your motives pure. Keep your focus steady. This is how you protect what God is giving you. Chosen one, do not underestimate the power of consistency. Small actions done with faith will create massive change. Show up even on days you don't feel inspired. Faithfulness is more powerful than motivation. God is reminding you now that fulfillment does not mean life becomes easy. It means life becomes meaningful. You will still grow. You will still stretch. But you will no longer feel lost while doing it. The waiting season is ending. The preparation season is complete. The fulfillment season is beginning. Not someday. Not later. Now. Chosen one, trust what is unfolding even if you cannot explain it yet. Trust the calm. Trust the clarity. Trust the quiet confidence building inside you. That is God's confirmation. And finally, God says this. Stay focused. Stay faithful. Stay grounded. What was promised is being fulfilled. What was delayed is being delivered. What was planted in tears is rising in joy. This is the time of fulfillment. And you are ready. Stop scrolling, my dear souls. Warning emoji. Chosen one, this message is not by accident. God says this is the time of fulfillment, and what happens next depends on your focus. Type I receive if you feel this message in your spirit. Chosen one, this is your confirmation.